Hello class, today we're doing finding equation of my best fit line using 2 points. So you know how to estimate using the best fit line? Let's extend our thinking. So the directions are to pick any 2 points on your trend line. So obviously you had to have a scatter plot and you had to draw a line through the scatter plot. Then you're going to find the slope and the y-intercept, and we all know how to do that from Unit 5. And then you write the equation in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. I'm going to give you several examples. Okay, so for example, here's the scatter plot on the trend line that I had in yesterday's example. So we're going to pick 2 points that are close to the line or on the line, okay? So if you look, this point is pretty close to the line, and let's pick another point, let's say this point, okay? So those 2 points, I just pick points, any random point. So your points might be different than the points that, Ashante chose. It might be different than the ones that Cameron chose. It's okay, but it's going to be about the same. So let's see. This point right here is 9, about the x value is like 9, 8. It goes over 9 and up 8. And this value right here is about 25, I would say, and 18 or so. Okay, so I have 2 points. Now we put in a table. So when x is 9, y is 8. That's from this point right here. When x is 25, y is 18. That's from this point right here. Okay? So now to find the slope, I do the change in y, which is a plus 10, over the change in x, which is a plus 16. Right? So then, my slope is change in y over change in x, which is 10 over 16, which reduces to, if I divide denominator and numerator by 2, I get 5 over 8. So my slope is 5 over 8. Now my y-intercept I can find in many different ways. I can look at my graph, or I can use my slope-intercept form to find the equation of the line. And I think Hannah Floyd in my 3-4 was really good at it. Mackenzie Bark was really good at it. A lot of people in my 1st, 2nd, 7th, 8th. Kaylin, you were good at it. So, like, several people are good at plugging in the slope and finding my y-intercept. Other people are better at the graph. So if you can see, the graph, the y-intercept hits at 0. So I'm going to say my y-intercept is at 0. I'll do it both ways. So when I write my slope-intercept form, I'm going to have y equals, my slope is 5/8 x plus 0. This is proportional and it's linear, right? That's it. So then, I can use this equation to predict the future. Okay? So I just wrote an equation of this line right there. Let's do another one. So here's another one that I had, and it's about hours of TV watched and test scores, and I drew the trend line like that, right around there. Okay? So now I'm going to pick 2 points. I'm going to pick, let's say, I'll pick, your points will be different. I'll pick that point, I'll pick that point. Okay? So the first point is about, it's good to have a ruler, I would say it's about 195. And the second point, this point right here, remember you do x first, is about 280. Okay? Remember, you're always approximating. So then I'm going to put these in a table and put 195 and then 280. This is where it comes from. The change here is minus 15, and the change here is plus 1. It's a negative trend. It's going downhill, right? So my slope, of course, will be negative. My slope is negative 15 over 1. All right, that's my slope. My y-intercept I could find by looking at my graph, or I can actually do the algebra. My y-intercept will be y equals negative 15x, that's my slope, and as you can see, my y-intercept from my graph is at about 100, so I do plus 100. And there's the line of the of there's the equation of a line. Okay? Okay, so I want you to try this one. First, you gotta find the slope, pick any 2 points, and then you gotta find the y-intercept, and then write it in y equals mx plus b. Here's your slope here, and here's where you write your y-intercept. Okay, I hope you have a good day. Annyeong, and bye-bye.